I've gone wonky. What the fuck is going on?
No. Ah! You hear something?
Lousy maggots.
That is totally uncalled for.
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
You brought the payload? Fuck, think we'd go back here? Don't trust the Kelly dog.
Wait, Kelly? As in Clan Kelly? So gangsters are behind the bombings?
I think the Kellys were the supplier. And that makes this a handoff.
Interesting. I wonder who they were meeting. She didn't look like Clan Kelly. Does that mean she's part of Zero Day?
Well, don't just stand there. Keep looking.
Bagley, can you tell me who is controlling the spider bot?
I've now fully decrypted the signal the Spiderbot is broadcasting. And while I cannot identify a specific user, it is a call code used by the Metropolitan Police Service.
Fuck me. The guard was watching all this.
The reconstruction continues behind that rubble.
1 to transport. We can do that, right? Or, I don't know, quantum tunnel the space-time continuum?
Quantum tunnel technology is at least 10 years away, but Spiderbots and drones are here today. You could try one of those if you don't feel like waiting.
Good call.
Why don't you aim those human eyeballs of yours at the van's cargo?
Read you loud and clear.
RDX nitrogen, and the exact same detonator system like the bombs that were planted at Parliament.
0 Day's calling card.
There, hurry. We've got other deliveries.
So you were hired to supply all the targets?
Shut it. We're all on need to know.
So 0 Day coordinated multiple groups to commit the bombings.
That's certainly one way to pull off a massive coordinated attack while remaining anonymous. 0 Day needed manpower and resources, but they needed them at an arm's length. And it doesn't take the world's greatest AI detective to see that both Clan Kelly and Albion benefited in the aftermath. Unfortunately, this is the most we can get out of the AR reconstruction, but if we could find the mystery officer who was spying through the Spiderbot, maybe they could tell us more. Tracing the Spiderbot's serial number, it was assigned to New Scotland Yard 3 years ago. Perhaps more information about its user or its assignment will be available at the station.
It's hard to believe the police may have known who the real bombers were all along and never said anything to the public.
The only way to know for sure is to investigate New Scotland Yard.
problem. It looks like Albion overtook the station.
And the entire police service. But don't worry, if you're not pleased with your privatised goon squad, just take your business across the street.
Pretty sure that privatising the police force defeats the purpose of having police.
Not to worry, the only difference now is the uniform, assault weapons, and the fact they're motivated by profit over public service. Now, any record or information on the Spider-Bot will be further in.
What was that?
My arm!
Fuck! Someone's hurt here. Fucking hell, did I just wet myself?
Cheers, mate.
There we go. I think you just made a new friend. If Albion wanted to lock them up, they must be dangerous. And dangerous we can use.
Yes, exactly. Bagley, is that the same spider bot?
According to the serial numbers, this matches the piece of spider bot from the Tone bombing site.
Can you identify the last user?
Navigate the spider bot from out of that room. I'll need a direct connection in order to learn more from our bisected friend.
Okay, I'm on it.
That opening right there looks like a good exit point. That's a part of the remote detonator system from Parliament. If the Met, or Albion rather, actually analysed it, they would see it wasn't DedSec's handiwork at all. Right, get comfy. This spiderbot might be broken and missing some of its legs, but it can still jump and fit through vents. That's a good way to get through the station undetected. That's Dalton's mask. It must have been recovered from Parliament. It might be the only thing left of him now. Buggery fuck, would you look at all this junk? You'll have to jump your way across to get to the next vent opening.
Decided they couldn't be trusted to do their job. Suddenly some corporation could clean up our streets better than the same police force would have for who knows how long. When crime fighting is treated like a business, crime will never go away. That would be bad for business, right? So don't tell me Albion has our best interests at heart. So
If the police could handle their job, Albion would be excellent, but they can't. Home bombing is a perfect example. A bunch of lazy, overpaid cops and keep it real. Well, they're not going to be any more arms.
through this last bent part.
Got it.
Scanning Spiderbot and accessing its internal drives. While I'm analysing this data, you should make yourself scarce. Unless you'd like to explain to your new, heavily armed, privatised police force why you've broken into the station.
Fine. I definitely heard something. What?
The Spiderbot fragment you found has a satellite-based GPS module that regularly pushed its location to a specific ground station.
A secret location? Fascinating. Let's go find out what we can.
Pushing you the ground station's coordinates.
Listen. Just calm down. Right. Okay. Of course. No worries.
Have you seen them?
No. No, listen. Just calm down.
The GPS history of the Spiderbot we recovered regularly pinged these coordinates. Our mystery witness to the real bombers must have come to this lovely, damp location several times.
It's quiet and out of the way. A good place to lay low.
Or to discreetly dump a body into the Thames.
Bagley, any way to get inside?
I'm detecting a surveillance network guarding a space under this bridge. If you can patch into it, perhaps you can take a look inside.
Whoa! There's a secret bunker down there, fully stocked with police equipment.
Well, if Albion was stomping all over your workplace, you'd find a different place to store your lunch too. And it seems our mystery officer was dedicated.
I wonder how their investigation led them to the Tone bombing.
The computer's dusty enough to kill an asthmatic, but there may still be something useful on it.
This is Inspector Caitlin Lau. Well, former inspector now. Since Albion's coup, the Met is no more. The police brass had already buried the evidence anyway. Everything implicating Albion and Clan Kelly in the bombings. But I know Mary Kelly's band of twats were involved, and they're involved in other crimes we can look into. Me and a few good mates are willing to go off book, going after Mary Kelly again. I'll never fucking learn, will I? Inspector Caitlin Lau, video log. Clan Kelly and Albion are teamed up on some deal. I don't have all the details, but it looks to be human trafficking. The European Processing Center is the Albion angle. Since the bombings, they can grab anyone off the street. Call them illegal immigrants, potential DedSec insurgents, whatever. Though we know who the real danger is. So Clan Kelly gets hold of these people, these immigrants, deportees, victims, really, and they're taking them somewhere. But where and why? It all comes back to the boss lady herself. I knew she was into something, but she wriggled off the hook. There's only one way I can do this. 24/7 surveillance on Mary Kelly. If I'm caught, well, this will be my last entry. But I have to see what she's hiding.
So, our mystery officer was Inspector Caitlin Lau. It sounds like Mary Kelly was her white whale, and her investigation led her to the bombings.
Oh, Jesus. Albion was one thing, but now they're working with Clan Kelly too?
It seems like 0 Days Web covers all of the unsavory bits of London. Tug on a thread, and it leads back to them. Clan Kelly and Albion included.
People are being kidnapped right off the streets. We have to stop this.
Inspector Lau mentioned Albion is running their part of the operation out of the EPC. Detectives like us call that a lead.